Good morning, students. This is Sharda from ZPHS Srirangavaram. Today's topic is very important topic which comes in SSC paper 2. That is, you students feel more difficult. Like this chapter, the chapter name is Similar Triangles. I made very easy. I illustrated some examples, and I think everyone will understand after this video lesson. Let us move on. What is about the similar and what is the concept behind it and how it is useful in our daily life? Everything I'm going to explain in today's video's lesson. Let us move on. See, the similar figures we all see in our daily life. Similar means identically same, similar figures. Like for example, I'll show some figures. See here. I think each and every student will see this Cartoon Network in your TVs, isn't it? So in the Cartoon Network, we'll observe this Tom. Look at this big Tom and the small Tom. Both are same, but their sizes are different. Their shape is same. This animal and this is also an animal. Both are same, but their sizes are different. These two are similar. I'll show one more. See here. This one, this is Jerry. And here also, this is big and this is small. But both resemble same, isn't it? Both are same. We call them, both are similar to each other. Both are similar to each other. Next, see, look at this. Christmas tree. This one is big tree and this one is small tree. Both are Christmas trees only, but they are different sizes, but the shape is same. So we can say these two trees are similar with each other. So how we can define similarity means if the angles are same and the sides are proportional, then we can say the both are similar with each other. Look here, this angle formed here, this angle are same. When you take the big triangle and the small triangle, the angles are equal. So we can say these two trees are similar with each other. The similarity concept are very useful in our daily life, like finding out the height of the tree and the width of the river. Everywhere we'll apply this similarity concept. And this made easy. See, all these toys are look like alike. Same, they are look same. We should not say same. We should say they are similar. Similar with each other. They are identical with each other. Yes. See, this is a polygon. What is the shape of this? This is a triangle. What is this? This is a triangle. And there are two more triangles in it, isn't it? See, this is green triangle and this is another triangle which is filled with red in color. All these triangles are similar with each other. How we can say these are similar with each other? By taking a concept like the angles should be equal. See here, these three angles are equal and these three angles are also equal. And the sides should be proportional. Sides should be proportional. You may see in our daily life, like when you go for the 10th class examination, the institution will take a photograph. That photograph will be like a passport size photograph. And when you go for meetings outside, like a political meetings as such, you see a big flexi on side of the road. That is also a photograph. So the photograph can be made like in stamp size, postcard size, or flexi size. All are same shape. They are all same. The figure will be same, but the sizes are different. So you can say these are all similar with each other, and these are the triangles which are similar with each other, and you can say these triangles are similar triangles. So first I'll explain the first theorem, that is very important theorem in this chapter, the basic proportionality theorem. Actually, the theorem in the old syllabus, they used to ask like state and prove the theorem. But nowadays, the examination CCA method, the examination pattern has changed. The questions will be application oriented. So you have to understand the theorem, how the theorem works on examples. That is very important. You have to understand it and you have to apply the theorem postulate on examples. That will be more important. Exercises, problems are also very important. So first I'll clearly explain what is the Thales theorem. What is the Thales theorem states. See here, if a line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So let us take a triangle. This is the triangle ABC, and when we draw a parallel line, this is a parallel line PQ, which is parallel to BC. See here, PQ is parallel to BC, and this parallel line will intersect the other two sides. Other two sides means here AB and AC are the other two sides at two distinct points. Distinct points means different points. See here, on AB the point is P, on AC the point is Q. At two different distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Means this side and this side are divided in the same ratio. See here, PQ, it is given that PQ is parallel to BC. See here, this line, already it is given that PQ is parallel to BC, and you can say that the uh, the other two sides are in equal ratio. When a line is parallel to one side of the triangle, that line will divide the other two sides in the equal ratio, like AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. This you have to remember. This is a key point. This you have to, once the problem is satisfied with this, you can say that these two triangles are similar with each other. Like the triangle APQ is similar with the triangle ABC. So there will be problems on this theorem. Like they may ask questions like they may give AP value, PB value, AQ value, and they may ask you to find out what will be the QC value. That application of this basic proportionality theorem is very important in SSC Maths, and you may get this question in 4 marks. So let us move on to the converse of basic proportionality theorem. What is the converse of it? It is if a line divides the sides of the triangle. Here also the triangle is given. If the line is divided, here he is not saying that whether that line is parallel to the third side or not. Here he is not mentioning. He is saying just the line divides the side of the triangle in the same ratio. The ratio is same. See here, the ratio is same. Then that line will be definitely parallel to the third side. This is the converse of basic proportionality theorem. You have to understand the statement. You have to understand and what is the concept behind the statement of this theorem you have to remember. Then you can apply this concept on solving the problem. See here, the triangle is there. Here it is not given that PQ is parallel to BC, but he has given that AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. This one he has given. This one he has given, and you can say according to this line PQ will be definitely parallel to BC. And next we'll move on to the application of basic proportionality theorem. This is very important, and you may get problems like 4 marks questions from this concept. So from simple to complex we'll move slowly. I'll slowly make you to understand. See, one triangle is there, ABC triangle, and PQ is parallel to BC. And what is given here? Yes, AP is given, PB is given, AQ is given, and he is asking us to find out what is QC. Here, one more also given, that is PQ is parallel to BC. Here we can apply the basic proportionality theorem and we can find out the value of QC. See here how I found out. See here, we all know that AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. So have substituted the values. AP is 1.5, PB is 3, and AQ is 1. And we don't know what is the QC value. I have taken it as small m. So when I cross multiply 1.5 into m is equal to 3. And when you bring this 1.5 to other side, it will become 3 by 1.5. So 1.5, when you double it, you'll get 3. Therefore, it cancels and you will get 2 as the answer. So here the QC value will be 2 centimeters. Like this, you can find out very easily by using the theorem. And one more problem I'll explain. See here, this is also the triangle is given and the line PQ which is parallel to BC, and here what is given? So all the values, that is AP is given, PB is given, AQ is given, and QC also given. He may ask you a question like you have to verify whether this one is similar or not. You may ask, like in visualization also, he may give the diagram and he may ask, like problem solving also, they may ask these questions in 2 marks, 1 marks also. They may ask this type of questions in SSC board exam. So here you have to tell what will be whether these two triangles, that is APQ and ABC, are similar or not. That you have to find out. See, let us see whether they are similar or not by using the basic proportionality theorem. As we already know that it is already given that PQ is parallel to BC, you can say that line will divide the other 2 sides in the equal ratio. Therefore, AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. Therefore, here we'll substitute the values 1.5 by 3. Here 1.5 and 3. And AQ is 1, QC is 2. So when you cancel, you'll get 1 by 2 here, here also 1 by 2. So you got the same, LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, by this you can easily confirm that the triangle APQ is similar to the triangle ABC. Yes, these 2 triangles are similar. You can confirm. Next, one more problem. See, here also one more triangle is given, ABC, and here also PQ, which is parallel to BC, and here also some values are given. Here also the same question may be asked. You see whether this is APQ is similar to ABC or not. We'll see that they are similar or not. We'll verify. Let us do the problem here again. AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. Let us substitute the values 2.3, 4.6, 2.3, 4.6. Next 1.2, 3.6. See 1.2, 3.6. See 2.3, when you double it, you'll get 4.6. 1.2, when you triple it, you'll get 3.6. Therefore, LHS is 1 by 2, RHS is 1 by 3. This is a contradiction. These two are not equal. 1 by 2 is not equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, you can't say these two triangles are similar. What are they? They are not similar. Next. Next, one more problem. This is little bit difficult problem. See here again, the triangle is given, the values are given. Okay, here the values are given. Here what is given? AC is given. AC is how much it is? It is 2x. So here unknown value is given here. X is an unknown value. So AC is given. And what is given? QC is given. PB is also given. What is QC? QC is x minus 3. And what is PB? It is x minus 2. And one more value is also given. See here. AB is also given. How much it is? 2x plus 3. And we have to find out what is the value of x. Here it is given that PQ is parallel to BC, and you have to find out the value of x by using the basic proportionality theorem. As we all know that PQ is parallel to BC, then we can say that the line will divide the other two sides in equal ratio, isn't it? So PQ by PB will be equal to AQ by QC. So this is the problem. So what they have given, we don't know what is the value of AP here. We don't know what is the value of AP, but we know what is the value of AB. So how you will find out the value of AP? Very easy. You can subtract PB from AP, you will get AB. So here what I have done, PB value is 2x plus 3 and the AP value is 2x plus 3 and the PB value is x minus 2. I have subtracted so that I can get AP value here. And you know by PB, you all know what is the value of PB, that is x minus 2. And here AQ, you don't know what is the value of AQ, but here also the same thing, you know the value of AC, that is 2x. So, and you know the value of QC also. When you subtract QC from AC, you may get the value of AQ. Therefore, here what I have done, 2x minus x minus 3, and you know what is the value of QC, that is x minus 3. I think everyone understood this step. This step is very important, and each and every step slowly you have to do. These questions you may get for 4 marks. See here what I have done, minus is there in between. So when minus is there, when you open this bracket, the minus will become plus here, plus will become minus. So here you'll get minus x and here it is minus. So when you, these two are variables. So variables, you can subtract, these two are numerals. So 2x minus x, and these two are numerals, 3, and here it is minus, this is plus, I think. This is plus 2, right? This is plus 2 and x minus 2. Here you'll get x plus 3 and here x minus 3. And again when you, you'll get 3 plus 2, that is 5. 2x minus x, that is x. And here when you cross multiply, here see here, when you cross multiply, you get like this. So I have, this is the formula I have kept here. See, when you, this is binomial and this is binomial, and when you multiply it, This is x plus a into x plus b. That formula applied here. X square, when you add these two, 5 minus 3 into x, and you multiply, minus 15. Here also x square, 3 minus 2, and here you'll get plus minus 6. So here you'll get, here x squares will get cancelled. The x, when you take to other side, x is equal to, when you bring 15 to other side, that is 15 minus 6, that is equal to 9. The value of x is 9. The value of x is 9. So you can find out the value of x like this in very easy way. When you practice the problems, you'll get the problems. When you work out the problems, you'll get the problems. Initially, don't feel that similar triangles is very tough chapter. We can't do that problem. You should not think like that. That negative attitude you should not build up. When you work out the problems, you'll get the problems. And when you practice the problems only, you'll get command on that problems. Thank you. Thank you for listening, everyone. Thank you.